One goal today, one goal last game. The offense has dried up a little bit. Maybe can you put your finger on why?
I can give you a gamut of reasons why. I think the goaltending's been pretty good that we've played for the last couple of games. We haven't put up a lot of shots, I don't think either. So that would be a reason why I think the last the 6-on-5 at the end there is emblematic of it for me. Our willingness to put pucks in the net in an area of a time of the game where we need to score a goal, it just wasn't there. We're looking for the cue plays and the back doors or the seams, whatever it might be, and we're going to have to get back to basics of just putting pucks to the net and having our bodies either there or falling. But it doesn't seem like the urgency to get them to the net is there. And then we've had a couple of chances also to bury that either we've faced a save or we've missed the net. So it's very much the classic case of when you start to struggle scoring goals, your pucks don't seem to be getting there, and whenever you do have an opportunity, it doesn't seem to be going in.
And what are your thoughts on Vladdy's play today?
I thought he was strong. I mean, the first one, there's no way he's going to get that. The second one, that guy had about an hour in the slot, and that guy's been shooting and he's been scoring. And then I thought he made some big saves when we were hemmed in there. We had a 5-on-3 against us that we gave up some chances, and he was strong there. And for the most part, he moved pucks well. So it was most certainly not Vladdy's lack of performance that got us the loss. It was he did everything he possibly could to keep us in that game.
Ian McKinnon again, gave you guys a lift, I think, with his play in the second period. What did you think of him today?
Very effective, on the forecheck. I'll have to watch the film on that on his first penalty. I think they called it maybe an elbowing or charge. I thought it was just a hit, but I might be mistaken. But that's what he does. He finishes checks. He actually made a couple plays off the wall and was skating. Obviously didn't like what was happening out there and jumped in on the fight, but very much the same player we've seen from the get-go, and very willing to step up for his teammates, and was certainly a presence out there. So it was a good outing for him.
Lastly, you have a week until your next game now. Do you, it's I know it's mid-April, but it feels like a mid-February dog days in a normal season. Do you have any plans for the next week? Are you going to give them time off, or what's the plan?
Going to Turks and Caicos for a good couple days, and then I'm just kidding. No, we don't have plans. I mean, it's a really unique schedule, right? There's a week off, and then there's 4 games, and I think it's like in 8 or 9 days, maybe 9 days, something 8 days, something like that. So. Our goal is to be primed for those 4 games, and not lose our edge for the next 7 days of not playing, at the same time having enough gas for games 3 and 4. So we're going to have to figure something out with regards to a schedule and making sure we find that balance between some work and some rest.
Thanks, Jay.
Okay, man.
Jay, with the nature of the season, the kind of the uneven schedule, is there a chance that we could read too much into a 2-game slide here, and it's not like a typical season where that might mean something more?
Well, I mean, a 2-game losing streak is a 2-game losing streak. I mean, we lost, so certainly not what we're looking for. I would say the 14 wins we have is just as much of a sort of I don't say it's an amazing feat, but it's that's some good bounces along the way too. Playing against the same couple teams. That team we played today, that's a very good hockey team. They're clicking on full cylinders. They gave us everything and more, and we've played them throughout the year. And right now they're really clicking, and that's bound to happen. So it's really the way I think I look at the two losses is it's a very much a challenge for us to raise our game up. We're certainly not playing as well as we were playing during the earlier parts of the season, and we've got a week here to figure out how to get back to where we were. And then that being said, I think both teams we're about to play are improved teams. So the games that we were able to win in the past are going to be a little bit harder to win, the next couple of weeks. So it's just a challenge. I mean, it's just really where it's at. It's definitely looking ourselves in the mirror and saying it's not where we want to be. I don't think that it's any mystery that we're playing two teams that have improved, and they're going to be a much taller task as we go along here, and hopefully we can rise to the challenge and get a couple of wins out of it.
And how much at this stage are teams at a point, especially with your schedule, where they've seen you so many times and you've seen them so many times, and it's difficult now to really surprise them with much of anything that you can throw at them?
Yeah, I mean, you could throw a couple of plays in here or there and hope to God you win a face-off and maybe catch them on something. But they certainly know how we play. We like to think how we know how they play. I think right now at the end of the day, it's the team that executes better, and then B, it's a team that wants to win battles and win the ice out there. That's going to win these games. So it's more of a question of who wants it more. I think that it showed that today. And I thought that they really came hard at us, and we did respond. I don't think it was a terrible effort by any means, but I think that they did push a little bit harder than we did. So hopefully we can learn from that.
Great. Thank you.